Hello and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adeel and today I will be giving this speech regarding the topic, should recycling be compulsory or not? Before I start, I would like to thank you all for coming to this lovely event, and I also hope that you will enjoy this speech. I also thank Pak Cultural Society to organize this event as it gives us a chance to learn and excel. I hope at the end of my speech you would have learned a lot more about recycling and be recycling a lot more as well. Before we start, we have to know what recycling actually is. So what is recycling? Well, recycling is what we do with the objects we use in our daily lives. Common objects that are often used only once are plastic containers, glass bottles and newspapers. But most, if not all things, can be recycled somehow. For example, who loves drinking Coke? Everyone, right? Me too. I can drink the whole plastic bottle in one go. But did you know that we produce and use 20 times more plastic today than we did 50 years ago? Or that in Britain we use about 275,000 tons of plastic bottles in our homes every year. That's about 15 million bottles every day. If that shocked you, you won't believe this. Plastic can take 500 years to decompose. Phew, that is a long time. Another example could be gifts or presents. Raise your hand if you love getting presents. Everyone loves presents, especially when it's wrapped up to create suspense. Ooh, what could it be? What could it be? I love that part. Well, moving on to the significant bit, what do you do with the wrapping paper after? Do you really recycle or just chuck it in the bin? Oh, I can see your face is sweating. Oh no, he's on to us. Well, don't run out of here, I won't do anything. In fact, did you know that the average person in the UK gets through 38 kilograms of newspapers per year? Or that it takes 24 trees to make just 1 ton of newspaper? That's a lot of chopping. Well, let's move away from this and answer a question asked quite frequently. Why should we recycle? The short answer to this question is why not? Once the container or bag of rubbish is out of our hands and out of our houses, we forget it instantly. Digging big holes and chucking in tons and tons of rubbish on a daily basis is no solution. Who wants a rubbish heap on their doorstep? But we are forgetting one little thing. All this rubbish has to go somewhere. So where does the non-recycled rubbish go? Well, our rubbish is either buried or burned. Buried. Rubbish is commonly buried in holes in the ground called landfill sites. They are on waste ground and when full can be covered with grass and trees. But chemicals build up beneath the surface which can seep out and cause damage to plants and wildlife. We are also running out of places to put rubbish. Burning. Burning rubbish produces heat energy, which could have been used to heat homes, schools, hospitals, etc. But burning rubbish creates CO2, which everyone knows is bad, and it adds to the problem of global warming. So why should we recycle? To help the planet that does uncountable favors for us every day. Okay, that is another section finished. Time for my piece de resistance, the showstopper, what you've all been waiting for, recycling facts. Did you know that just one recycled tin can would save enough energy to power a television for 3 hours? Or that one recycled glass bottle would save enough energy to power a computer for 25 minutes? Did you know that one recycled plastic bottle would save enough energy to power a 60-watt light bulb for 3 hours? Up to 60% of the rubbish that ends up in the dustbin could actually be recycled. The largest lake in Britain could be filled with rubbish from the UK in 8 months. Up to 80% of a vehicle can be recycled. 9 out of 10 people would recycle more if it were made easier. And 75% of each tree that is cut down for paper is not actually used in a paper product. Well, we are nearing the end of my speech, but before I finish, I have written a recycling poem that I hope you enjoy. Let's all recycle, don't hesitate, start recycling now before it's too late. Pretend it's a race to recycle the most, and if you lose, you'll be haunted by ghosts. Recycling is easy, something anyone can do. Everyone is doing it and you should too. If you want more information, there are plenty of websites you can visit on the internet that will help you out as lot as they did for me. Some examples of websites are recyclingexpert.co.uk, recyclingguide.org.uk, wastewatch.org.uk and recyclenow.com. So is recycling compulsory? Definitely. There's more good from recycling than bad. So let's get started right away. Thank you for listening.